Welcome to our yoga practice for this wonderful, usually Saturday morning, but if you're watching this as a recording, it could be any day and any time. Today's practice is based on the Ashtanga method of yoga. I love this book. Just going to show it here. It's Ashtanga Yoga by David Swenson, and it's just a great little practice manual. You can lay it out when you practice, and the Ashtanga sequence is a set sequence, which means that you do the poses as they're laid out on paper or from your teacher who taught you. You can add a little bit of variation based on your needs for your body, your breath, your day, but really it stays the same day to day. The recommendation is to practice this 6 days a week, 1 day off, but it really depends on your other activities that you do too. So we'll get started, and we're going to start in the traditional way, which is standing up. So we start standing, feet together, and you can take your hands at your heart. I'm going to turn this way, just so that I'm at the top of my mat. So turn towards the side, or to the top of the mat. Big toes touch and the heels slightly apart. Thumbs towards your heart as you press your hands together. And breathe in deeply. In and out through your nose. See if we can stand up a bit taller. And start to cultivate some heat by bringing that breath in with a slight constriction in the back of the throat. That's called Ujjayi Pranayama, or breath of victory. It's a deep breath down to the lower belly, and it should sound almost like an ocean wave as you exhale. Good, and take a few more breaths. And we'll actually begin with the sound of Om, and it's optional if you'd like to join me. The sound of Om is said to be the sound of the universe. It's a great starting point. It's a great way to call in just some good energy and vibrations. So first, take a deep breath, and then let it go. Next inhale, we do sound. Inhale. Okay, let's start. Sun Salutation A. Take those hands down. Reach the hands up overhead. Connect the hands as you lengthen straight up. Exhale, open the arms, diving down, hinge at the hips. Bend the knees a little bit. Good, lengthen the back. Inhale, you might not feel super flexible right now. That's okay, we'll get there. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back to plank pose, lowering to Chaturanga, hugging the elbows to the rib cage right away. As an option, you can lower to the ground. Cobra pose would be lower, or up dog would be on into straight arms, heart forward. Exhale, look down, lift those hips up and back. Use your core strength to do that. Downward facing dog. And we take 5 breaths, and I'll count those for you and for me. 1. 2, hug those elbows in and downward. Press the heels towards the floor, belly to the thighs. 3. 4. And 5. Bend the knees, step or hop forward to the top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, look forward and rise up. Open those arms, keep straight legs as you reach up. And then let that go. Take the hands by your side. Let's do it again. Inhale, reach up. Connect, look up. Exhale, swan dive. Looking forward beyond the mat as you fold forward. And then let the head hang at the bottom. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, hands plant down, bend the knees, step or hop back. Chaturanga right away. It's hard to talk through that. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, lift the hips to downward facing dog. Flip over the feet and hold for 5 breaths. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump forward or step forward. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, open those arms, reach out and up. Connect at the top. Exhale, release at Samasthiti or standing at attention. Inhale, reach up, let's do it again. Exhale, open those arms, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, stepward hop back, Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Use your full breath to transition, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it forward. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Hands release. We are going to do 5 sun A's and 3 sun salutation B's. So we'll do 2 more sun A's. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. And now it becomes a little more meditative. Still warming up though. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet stay hip distance apart. Heels pressing down. Relax the head, the neck, and you're gazing up towards your belly. But you might gaze at the thighs or the knees. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it forward. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, open those arms, reach up, and let it go. Mountain pose, hands to the sides of the body. One more, palms reach out, lift up. Squeeze those hands, look up. Exhale, dive down. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, jump back, Chaturanga. Gazing forward as you do that. Upward dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step or hop forward. Half lift, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose, reaching high, and then let the hands go. We've got Sun Salutation B. We start in chair pose. Bend the knees, reach those arms up, sit back, palms together. Exhale, hands slide down the center, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Tricep push-up. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right away, step the right foot forward, low lunge. Back heel spins to the floor. Inhale, rise up for warrior one. Connect those hands, look up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step back. Tricep push-up. Chaturanga, up dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Step that left foot forward. Back heel down, rise up for warrior one. Inhale, then the exhale brings you down. Keep exhaling as you step back in Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. 5 breaths. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Come to your half lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose or Utkatasana. Bend the knees, reach up. Let that go. Exhale, hands come down. You can do that 2 more times. Bend the knees, sit back, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Warrior one. Inhale. Connect those hands, look up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step back, Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left foot steps forward. Rise up, inhale. Hands to the ground, exhale. Step back, Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. 5 deep breaths. 1, focus on that ujjayi. Inhale and exhale. 2. 3. 4. 5. Step or hop forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Bent knees, chair pose. Reach up. Exhale, release. Hands down, standing up tall. 1 more, Sun Salutation B. Let's go. Bend those knees, sit back, reach up. Inhale. Exhale, fold down. You notice yourself get a little deeper here. Half lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one, rise up. Exhale, lower. Step back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale to the ground. Step back, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. This will be our last 5 breath hold in our down dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop there. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Finishing in chair pose, bend those knees. Reach up and let it go. Good, you're gonna take your hands to your hips. Do a little jump out about hip distance apart with the feet. Roll the shoulders back, look up, inhale. Peace sign fingers will grab your big toes. Exhale, forward folds. Half lift, inhale, lengthen that back. Bend the elbows, separate the feet. Try to spread them apart and fold forward. We're doing a lot of work for the hamstrings and hips today. That's just sort of how the sequence goes. And after warm-up, we've got our standing series. We'll do a bunch of standing poses to really activate that heat in the body. Okay, release about halfway, inhale. Now slide the hands underneath the feet so you're stepping on the palms. Take a breath in. Exhale, pull yourself down. Padahastasana. I might mention a few Sanskrit poses, but I'll do so when we're in the pose already. And each of these poses is about 5 breaths to hold. It might be more, it might be a little less. Just based on time. Lift up halfway, inhale. So this is not perfect Ashtanga class. Exhale, take the hands on the hips and rise up. Step the feet together. I actually call this class more Ashtanga-ISH or Ashtanga Inspired because it's not exactly with the breath count. So we're gonna take our right leg. I'm gonna try to mirror here. So right leg steps back, right leg back. Turn all the way to the back of your mat. Reach your right hand long, bump the left hip back, and take that right hand down the leg. Left arm up for triangle pose. So I'm doing the opposite, but it might be okay for the recording on video to mirror you. But just know we're in triangle pose on one side. Gaze up towards the top hand. Connect the fingertips and try to press the upper body a little farther back in line with the hips. Good, then rise up, inhale, a little bend in the knee, never hurt anyone. Inhale, rise up. Switch sides, pivoting on the heels. Reach long in that left hand, slide it down the left leg. Look up towards the right hand. Now on me, I've got a little bit of an issue going on with my hamstring on this side. So I won't get down as deep in this side compared to the other. It's just how it is. So you've got to honor your body and take it slow. It's better to do a light practice every day than once a week and go as hard as you can. Okay, rising back up, inhale. Whew, tight legs. So we're going to switch to this other side again. We do a revolved triangle. So adjust the hips so they're facing the back of the room. Reach that left hand long and place it to the outside or inside. Traditionally, it's outside of the foot. As you start to turn the body, stack the shoulders, and reach that right hand high. Twist, revolved triangle. You will have to adjust the feet, this stance. And there is a tendency to want to bend that front knee. Really try to keep it straight. You can also take your hand up on your leg or a block. It's a balance pose, for sure. Switching sides, bend that front knee a little bit to help you rise up. Big windmill of the arms, pivot to the other side. Adjust the feet so the hips square to the front of the mat. Right hand reaches long. Take it down to the floor, foot, ankle, or shin. Reach up with that left hand. Good, rising back up, lift up, open to your star position, and step to the top of your mat. I like to take an extra breath right here just to feel settled, to reset. And again, take your right foot, step it back, turn to the back of the room, wider stance, bend that right knee, open the arms, take the right hand to the outside of the foot, left arm extends overhead. Avoid the hips bumping up, let's take them down, look up towards that right hand, the left hand, turn the palm down and roll that shoulder back, side angle. Press the front knee, bent knee into that tricep or shoulder to keep the knee from collapsing. And we rise back up to the other side. You can do a little loop with that top hand, lift up. Shift to the other side, bend that left knee, reach long with that left hand. Take it to the outside of the foot. Extend the right arm, palm down, look up. If you can, press that left palm towards the floor and into the floor as the knee presses into the shoulder. Okay, we rise up from here, lift back up. We get to twist now. So face the back of the mat again, or maybe you're on the side here, but back of the mat. Take the knee down, that left knee down to start with. Left elbow goes over the knee, and you press the palms together. You can't necessarily see this, so you're pressing the palms together at first, right? Just to feel the twist. Close that gap between the shoulder and the knee. You might take that back knee and lift it, or even open the arms. So we've got some options in this lunge. This is a variation of revolved side angle, which would be right hand forward, back heel spinning down. It's quite a big twist. Lots going on in the legs and the upper body. So I keep it a little bit more mellow. Okay, rise back up, lift, shift to the other side, take that right knee down. Right elbow goes across the left thigh. Left hand pressing to right hand, press down. Feel that twist. This might be where you stay, or you can add on. Okay, coming out of it, lift up, open your arms wide once again, step to the top of the mat. Wide forward fold. We've got 4 versions. Step that right foot back again. Turn the toes to face the long edge of the mat so they're parallel to each other. Open the arms, inhale. Exhale, hands on your hips. Roll the shoulders back, look up, inhale. And then place the hands down on the floor as you fold forward. Straight legs, exhale. Lengthen, lift halfway up, gazing forward, inhale. Exhale, all the way back down. Straight legs, forehead down towards the floor. Arms in like Chaturanga style. Elbows stacked over the wrists. If your forehead touches down on the floor, just keep it there lightly. No weight, we're not going into headstand. Okay, lift up halfway, lengthen that back, inhale. Exhale, place the hands on the hips. Inhale, rise up. Upper body stacked over lower body. Exhale, pause. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, hands back on the hips. If you get a little dizzy, take an extra breath. Roll the shoulders back, elbows back, look up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the hands on the hips, on the waist. Squeeze the shoulders together as if someone's pulling your elbows together and up behind you. Keep lifting through the quads, separating the feet. We rise up, inhale. Exhale, pause. Inhale, open those arms, reach long. Hands behind the back, interlace the fingers this time. Press the palms together. Squeeze the shoulders, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Keeping the hands as they are, wrapping towards the ceiling or to the floor behind your head. Okay, rise up from that pose, inhale. We've got one more, hands on the hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Grab the big toes with your peace sign fingers, the index finger and middle finger. Half lift. Exhale, pull it down. Elbows bend, try to get your head to touch the floor. Nose between the knees. Okay, rising up, we'll do half lift first, inhale. Exhale, hands on the hips, waist. Inhale, rise up, and step to the top of the mat. Ooh, those hamstring issues, not very friendly today. But we're gonna keep going, and I'll just go a little lighter than I have in the past. Okay, step that right foot back about halfway or so you can pivot to the back of your mat. Back heels down, toes mostly point forward. Let's go hands on the hips. In fact, you can go hands behind the back in reverse prayer. I actually can't do that due to shoulder mobility issues. I can kind of, but you can try your best. So shoulders back, elbows squeeze back, lengthen over that front right leg, fold down. Straight legs, pyramid pose. I have to end up usually grabbing my wrists or knocking my fists together, which is also as effective. Just keep the chest opened by drawing the shoulders and elbows back. Straight legs. Okay, switch sides. Inhale up, pivot on the heels or ball of the foot to the front of the mat over that left leg. Inhale. Exhale, fold down over left, straight leg. Okay, rise back up, inhale. Pivot on the feet, open the arms and shake out the wrists just for a moment and step to the top of the mat. We've got some balance poses now, so I'm gonna face you actually. We take first our, left or right leg. Right leg lifts first, so you can lift the knee, ground down through the left leg, grab onto the big toes and extend the leg forward from the side here. Extend forward, left hand pressing onto the hip. Exhale as you draw your knee down towards your nose and your leg towards your head. So it's not the straight version, instead we're actually lifting, maybe. Nose towards the shin or the knee, you might touch it. Straight bottom leg. Okay, lengthen back up so your leg is out in front of you, upper body is tall. Take the leg out to the side, to the right side, open it, and look over your left shoulder. Back to the center, inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose one more time. Inhale, lift, feel that core strength. Take your gaze at a single unmoving point. Let go of the toes, point the leg, point the toes. Oop. Extend the leg forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, higher, 1. Bring it down. Ooh, hip flexors. Okay, other side. It can be just the knee or grabbing the toe. So lots of variation here. Extend the leg forward. Take a deep breath in, exhale, lean forward and pull the leg up. Lift back up, open the leg out to the side. Ooh. Press the hand into the hip and look over the right shoulder. We want to keep the leg directly out to the side, not hiking up. It's not a hip thing. Squeeze that bottom leg a lot. Activate the glutes, press down through the toes, press the big toe down. Good. And then take that leg back to the center. Exhale, pull down once more. Pull up, pull down. Inhale, rise up. Point the toes. Hands on the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, higher, 1. Okay, one more balance pose. So get grounded through that left leg again. Bring the right knee up. You can do figure 4, or we might take that foot to the inner thigh or to the crease of the hip. That's what it's called. Knee points down, it rolls open. Right, so we take that right hand behind the back, find either the arm or the big toe. We can stay in this position, feel it, love it, or fold forward. Grabbing that toe if you've got it, left hand comes down towards the floor, fold it down. Wow, tightness. You want to find that edge of the sensation in the body without the pain factor, and you don't want your breath to get lost. We want to be able to breathe through this. Keep our mind and attention at this moment. Counting does help too. Usually 5 breaths, count to 5, that's all. You just need to know to count to 5 today. Okay, rise up if you folded, and then lower back down. Release that leg. Whew. Other side. I'm kind of thinking I should have skipped this pose, but typically the poses you want to skip are the ones that you need the most. So just standing figure 4, or go for the standing bind. Option to fold, of course. Left or the right hand would come down to the floor. Okay, rising back up, lift up. Ooh, release that side. And there are some other breath counts with that pose, but we're just going to keep it simple with that. And then step back to the top of your mat. Moving on, palms down, palms forward. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step or jump forward right away. Feet together, toes touch, bend the knees. Sit back in chair pose, reach up, connect the hands. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you get lower? 5. Hands come down. Lift the heels, hands plant down about shoulder distance. Lift the heels, take the knees to the backs of the arms. Look forward, press into the fingers, shift forward, look forward, crow pose. Just to transition as you exhale, jump back to chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Step the right foot forward. Back heel spins down. Rise up for warrior 1. Look up. Hold. Instead of just a single breath, basically doing the warrior 2 poses longer. Okay, keep looking up. Shift, straighten that front leg, shift and pivot to the other side. Bend the front knee, the left knee to the back of the mat. Now I'm, again, gonna look opposite. I'm no longer mirroring, but that's all right. So we get warrior 1 on both the right and the left side. Keep looking up and the palms actively pressing together. Bring the hands down, open the arms, shoulder distance. Adjust the feet so they're a little more far apart for warrior 2. Left heel can go more towards the middle of the mat. I've definitely got shoulder issues, but we're gonna keep reaching and do our best. Might give it a shoulder roll, gazing past the left fingertips. Switch sides, straighten that left leg, pivot to the front of your mat. Bend the right knee. Now we can transition by just stepping back or bringing the hands down and then stepping back to our plank pose or chaturanga, or we can try it to a handstand. Lean forward, hands go down in front of that right foot, pick up the back leg, lift up, and you might try a couple hops. That's always fun, maybe up in handstand. And once we do 1 or 2 or so, come back down, chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. Standing series is complete, so we're going to take the knees down just for a moment in child's pose, just to sit. That whole sequence is usually done before primary series, second series, and any others as sort of a warm-up. And that took us a little over 30 minutes, 35 minutes. We did delete a couple sun salutation Bs. That's okay. Okay, back to downward facing dog. So from here we go to our seated poses. Seated poses also have a lot of the vinyasas in between. I'll give you some options there though. So we look forward, bend the knees, step or hop through the hands, or simply roll back and sit down. Legs extend straight forward. Roll the thighs in. Staff pose or dandasana. Press the hands down next to your sides, roll the shoulders back, Press through the heels and tuck the chin. So we're not going to get to all the seated poses today. We'll just run through a few. So also try to press the knees down and lift the heels here. Okay, heels come down, reach forward, grab the big toes with your fingers, peace sign fingers. Half lift, exhale, bring it down. Okay, lifting about halfway, inhale, or just lengthening the back. Exhale, place the hands over the tops of the feet. As you exhale, come down. Shift forward. Feel the hamstrings, a little bit of the back. And if all you had time for was that standing series, I used to do that every single morning and then do a few seated poses and reclined poses to feel relaxed. And that was my morning practice. It was a good 30 to 45 minutes. It was lovely. Turn on some music, just get going. All right, lift halfway again. Exhale, hands go around the feet, around the sides of the feet. You can grab the feet or grab the wrists or a basket grip the hands. Okay, release that by lifting up. Cross the legs, roll forward, step back, Chaturanga, Up Dog, and Downward Facing Dog. We're going to do that actually between most of the poses. Bend the knees, jump forward, sit through, feet forward, hands behind you, point the toes, lift the hips, reverse plank. Look up or slightly back. Try to get the big toes to touch the floor. Okay, lower back down, cross the ankles, roll forward, or you can float if you can. Float back, Chaturanga, Up Dog, inhale, Downward Facing Dog, exhale. Jump it through again or sit through. Good. We extend the left leg forward. Take the right leg back, it looks like this. Back this way. Roll the thigh outward and press down through that right side. Okay. Reach forward towards the leg. And there's a chance that I'm messing up the order of some of these seated poses. I usually know it, but it's been a while. Okay, lift up. I typically, like I said, I kind of mix and match these seated poses. Switch sides, just to feel a little, just depending on my body. So this is a good quad stretch, also good for the range of motion in the upper leg. So let me fold forward. Also, that core strength will help that hip press down. I get to lengthen that right leg. Okay, come back up. Now keep this leg bent as it is. Lean forward, press into the floor, drag that front foot in and step back. I end up off my mat here. Let's go, Chaturanga, Up Dog, Downward Facing Dog. Jump it through again. Left leg stays extended. Right foot goes to the inner thigh, much like that balance pose we did. So you can go ankle above the knee or half lotus. Right hand wraps around, grabs the big toe or the arm, and we reach the left hand towards left foot. Keep trying to draw that right knee down towards the floor. Okay, lift back up, switch sides. Usually we do that vinyasa in between, but we're not going to today. So just switch sides. You can grab the big toe, half lotus, press the knee down, reach right hand towards right foot. Okay, lift back up, cross the ankles, roll forward, jump back. Chaturanga, up dog, down and facing dog. Jump through again, sit down. We go Mishavasana, which is right foot goes to the inner thigh. So like this, right foot to the inner thigh, knee out to the side. Good, reach up and forward. And there's A, B, and C versions. We're just gonna do A today for Janusasana. A little bit of hip opening, knees out about 85-degree angle. The left leg is extended. You should be able to get down a little farther than you did in the double leg forward fold. Good, release and switch sides. Right leg goes forward, left foot to the inner thigh. You can reach up or just simply reach forward. Make sure to turn that body directly over that extended leg as you fold down. Okay, pick it back up. Cross the ankles, roll back. Chaturanga, up dog, and down and facing dog. Jump through, sit down. We will do Marichyasana A and C. So extend that left leg, extend the left leg, right knee bent. So I'm going to turn this way again. So you see there's about a hand distance between my foot and thigh. Hug the knee in a lot, like really hug it in. Okay? I'm going to just be out to the side a little bit here. Right arm goes to the inside. You might make a kickstand and hold here, or wrap around, binding the hands behind you like this, right? Okay? And after you bind, or get into that steady space, or that nice place, we're gonna fold forward. Try to fold the head towards the toes, or the shin. Definitely hip opening. These are poses that are in preparation for some of the bigger poses, the hip openers done in the primary series, which we won't get to, but they're the prep. So practice these a few more times. Maybe the primary series will come later. Okay, let's switch sides. All right, now you can see what's going on. So you take that left arm and reach. You can use that right hand to help press you forward. And then elbow makes that kickstand. We can hold here or hug, or simply even hug the knee. That's also a great place to be. You're feeling that sensation of that leg going backwards, the knee going back. So with the bind option though, again, grab the arm, extend, forehead forward, head down. It's kind of hard to fold here, but we do our best. Keep breathing. It's a big back stretch too. You feel it in the shoulder blade. And then we lift back up, release, roll it forward, step back, Chaturanga, Up Dog, Downward Facing Dog. That Up Dog should feel pretty good in between these poses that are folding forward. Sit down again, Marchasana D. Same thing, we put our foot, we bring our leg in, knee in, hugs in, but this time you can take your foot closer to the extended leg and draw it over a little bit. Right hand at the base of the back. Your right sit bone might pop up. That's okay. We'll work towards getting it down, but that's all right to do that now. Reach up with that left hand. Hook the elbow over the knee and look back. It's a twist. There is a bind here. If you were to reach beyond the leg, bind behind the back. It's a deep one. But keep the left toes pointed upward. And sometimes the variation without the bind can actually be more beneficial. It's not as constricting. And we're able to find a full breath. I say that for myself. All right, switch sides. Right leg extended, left knee bent. Have to prep for this one a little bit. Gonna bring that knee across, reach up, and try to close that gap, that right shoulder and left knee. Again, we can bind around the knee or stay where you're at. Lifting tall, looking back. Okay, release that. Ankles draw in, roll it forward or roll it back. Step back, Chaturanga, Up Dog, Downward Facing Dog. Onward and upward, boat pose or Navasana, jump or step through. Legs come up, arms reach forward, lift the chest. Option for bent knees, we're gonna try with the straight legs though. Shoulders roll back, imagine someone pulling your heart, lifting up. And let's try this together. Across the ankles, pull the knees in without touching the toes down, press into the floor and pick up. And then back to boat pose. Just a quick pickup. It's about 5 breaths in each one. 3, 2, 1. Opposite ankle on top, pull it in, lift. I'm feeling quite heavy today. Each day, just gonna be different. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna take my toes down this time. Lift, same sensation. Down, we've got 2 more, so enjoy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, touch down, lift. One more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, gaze up towards the toes, and 1. Bring it in, roll it back or jump back. Chaturanga, Up Dog, Downward Facing Dog. That's it for our seated poses for today. We're gonna jump through and lie on our backs. Sit down. Good. Roll forward, lie back. Plop. We're not quite to Shavasana, but we got bridge pose next. So feet come back, knees bent, feet about hip distance apart. Press into the hands to lift the hips and squeeze the shoulders. This is actually a variation of the pose that is supposed to be in this place, which we won't do today. It's a little bit rough and hard on the neck, So I prefer to keep our neck safe, especially on video, when I can't see the people participating. Good, and then lower that down, take a moment, and your in between this pose is up to you. You can just hold, you can rock the knees side to side, you can hug the knees. We're gonna repeat bridge pose or head up into wheel pose where the feet are hip distance, toes point forward, hands behind the shoulders if you're heading up towards Urdhva Dhanurasana. Elbows point to the sky, and then press into the feet and the hands to lengthen the arms and legs. Heart pressing back, gazing back towards the back of the room. So you want to avoid bending the knees. Try to straighten them even more. It'll help you press the heart back. If you're in bridge pose, stay there. Okay, lower back down. Take a pause. We get to do that once more. So we can come back down to bridge pose, or continue bridge pose, or one more wheel pose. I'd like to get to a point to where I can go back, I can do the drop backs again, where you stand and drop back to wheel pose. That's part of this practice. Not in my practice right now, so we won't do that. We'll do our wheel pose once more. Press into the hands and the feet, or you can choose bridge or wheel pose. Too much sitting at a computer has really, the past 6 months, it's really tightened my body quite a bit. So we're gonna work together to get open again. Not just to get more flexible, but energetically, to become more vibrant and open. Okay, lower back down. Hug the knees in, rock side to side. Let's actually roll ourselves back up to a seated pose. Legs extend forward and fold down towards the toes. Just a couple breaths. Seated forward fold as a counter pose to what we just did. Okay, lift back up and roll back down. We'll stay on our back this time. Legs go straight up. Straight up towards the sky. So again, another variation is to stay here. If shoulder stand is a place you would like to try, or it's in your practice, are you looking for that today? Press into the elbows, hug them to the rib cage, press into the elbows, down to the floor. Lift the hips up. Get your ponytail out of the way. Lift your hips up above the shoulders. Squeeze the elbows towards one another and press the hands to the low back. Now my face is really close to my microphone. I'll try to talk soft. Make sure there's space between your neck and the floor. Gaze up towards the toes, not to turn the head, so don't try to watch me. Listen to my verbal cues. Okay, from shoulder stand, hinging at the hips, take the feet way back behind your head. If the feet touch, interlace the fingers towards the front of your mat. Press through the backs of the knees for straight legs. Toes pointed, tops of the feet on the floor. Then take those knees around the ears. Hold a few more breaths. Each of these breaths it's usually 8 to 10 breaths in these poses. We might be shortening it a little bit, but they should be relaxing poses.
Okay, and today I'm going to skip some of the shoulder stand variations, which involve lotus pose in shoulder stand. So we'll skip those and roll ourselves down from this position, from ear pinning pose. Roll down. You can extend the legs forward or cross the legs in whichever way works for you. I'm going to actually just extend for fish pose, getting back into another little back bend. Press into the elbows, lift the upper body. So the forearms are down, palms down, facing the hips. Lift the chest, look back. Now, as you walk the elbows forward, you might get the head down to the floor, but keep pressing into the elbows to lift the chest and squeeze the shoulders together in the back. So chest up. See if we can get the top of the head down. Head doesn't have to be down. There's just one version of fish pose. I'm going to encourage you to try this with me. It's a little intense. So you take the legs up as if they were in boat pose. So draw the lower abs in, maybe one leg and then two legs lift, head still on the floor. And then reach the hands up, elbows off the floor, connect the hands in a prayer pose pointed towards the toes. This is really difficult to talk in, so we're going to breathe here. And then come down. Place the elbows, the hands down, lower the back. Hug the knees in and roll forward. Chaturanga, step back. Up dog and downward facing dog. Okay, next pose is not one I teach often, but I'm going to put it here. Be very, very careful. Disclaimer, this has a high risk of injury. So skip it all together if you would like, or we can try it against a wall, or make sure someone is there to spot you. It's called headstand. The reason it's so dangerous is you don't have much space between your head and the floor. There's a risk of neck injury. I just have to say that, okay? And interlace your hands, take them to the top of the head, about a hand distance from your hairline. Hug the elbows in, and then push up. Push up with the elbows. That's the sensation we're going to feel. So elbows in, pushing up. We do that on the floor then. Take the top of the forehead down, elbows down. Remember that sensation of pushing up? So we do that. Press into the elbows to fill out the upper back. Your head should actually be very light on the floor. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips, and walk the feet forward as much as you can. This is a great place to stay. Stay here, awesome. If feeling comfortable, upside down, one knee bends, hug the heel towards your backside. Other knee bends, hover. Make sure the hips are above the shoulders, and then possibly lengthening the legs up. Keep pressing the elbows down. So the elbows are bearing a lot of the weight. Shoulders are really activated. It's not necessarily all work in the head. And these poses are actually like 15 breaths here, 25 total upside down. We won't stay that long though. And then we can try this, keeping the legs straight. See if we can hinge at the hips about halfway down. A lot of core strength, a lot of back strength for this one. Half headstand. This should be relaxing. It's odd that they put this at the back end of practice, but it is a relaxing pose eventually, in time. But right away, it might be a little energy inducing. So legs are coming back up, straight up. Bend the knees maybe to get back down, or straight legs as you bring it down slowly. Separate the feet, the heels, we come down to child's pose right away. I can't say enough of how to be careful in that pose, or just skip it altogether, please, until you have a teacher that can teach you in person. It's important to add this child's pose after that inversion. Okay, roll yourself up. So you're sitting on your heels and then bring your legs around. Okay, good. We're going to do our 3 closing postures. They are in a seated pose. So lotus or easy pose. First one, hands behind your back, as if you were reaching for your toes. If you find your toes, cool. I can find one, I can't do both. So I'm just gonna hook or grab my forearms behind my back and then lean forward. Eyes stay open as you lean forward in this bound lotus. Try to become a tight little ball, like that lotus flower that is about to bloom. Okay, rise back up. Keep the eyes open again. Interlace or connect the index finger and thumb, backs of the wrists to the knees as you press into the wrists to the knees. Shoulders down, tuck the chin, and other 3 fingers are together and pointed down. Okay, and last pose before Shavasana. This is like our lotus flower blooming out of the water. So you take your hands next to the thighs, lean forward and pick yourself up, gaze forward, or slightly down. You go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. All right, Chaturanga. Gonna roll it forward. You can hug the elbows to the rib cage as you unlock the legs. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. That's it. Then we Shavasana. So take the knees down, sit back on the floor, roll it on back. Your head faces the top of the mat, and we are actually going to just chill out here for a few minutes. I usually like about 10% of our practice to be Shavasana, at least. So lie down, hands rest by your side. Feel free to grab a blanket or something to get cozy. And we allow the work that we just did to be absorbed, to acclimate the bodies and restore the muscles and let go of the mind. Shavasana, translation to surrender. Surrender in this pose. And enjoy these next few minutes just of quiet, of peace. Close the eyes and settle in. I will guide you back out. And we are complete. Okay, let's take a deep breath in and out. Take those hands and reach them overhead. Wiggle the fingers and hug the knees in. Give it a little roll side to side. Then roll onto your right side, just the way it goes. And if you want, you could choose the left side, whatever. And press into that top hand to sit up to our seated pose. Something comfortable once again. Welcome back. Let's take the hands to your heart and pause here. You can keep the eyes closed or look down. And just notice how we feel in this moment. And remember how you feel in this moment. This is what can help bring us back to our mat, to our practice. And we'll close with that Om again to move forward in a transition into our everyday life. So let's take a deep breath in first. Let it go, exhale. And then for the Om, inhale. Om. Thank you so much for joining in during this practice today. Have a wonderful day. And thank you. Namaste.